Okay, let's talk about logging. For a lot of folks, it's kind of like a digital graveyard, right? It's just this place where text files go to be forgotten. But what if we started treating our logs like a living, breathing, intelligent system? A system designed for one thing and one thing only: lightning fast investigation. That's the huge shift in thinking we're going to dive into today.
So picture this. It's 3 in the morning. An alert just yanks you out of a deep sleep. Your service is throwing errors all over the place, users can't log in, and every single second of downtime is costing you money, and maybe worse, your reputation. You feel that knot in your stomach? It's real. So what do? What's your absolute first move? If your answer involves SSHing into a server and just frantically grepping through these massive unstructured text files, then yeah, we need to talk. That whole reactive needle in a haystack approach, it's pretty much a recipe for a very long and a very, very stressful night. Let's just stay in that moment of crisis for a second. The 3 a.m. outage. It's almost a rite of passage for engineers, but it really, really shouldn't be. It's not the real problem. It's a symptom of a system that just wasn't designed to be understood when things go sideways. This whole scenario is basically a digital crime scene. You know there's a spike in server errors. You can see the failed logins piling up. But all the clues are scattered across different services, and they're all in different formats. There's just no context, no coherent story, no timeline connecting one event to the next. You're just staring at a bunch of isolated facts, trying to solve a mystery with no thread to pull. And here's the real kicker. The problem isn't the outage itself. It's that our logs, the one system that's supposed to help us, have gone completely silent. I mean, sure, they're collecting data, but they're not giving us any information. And that is the high price we pay for treating logging like some feature you just tack on at the end, instead of a core, critical part of your architecture. This chart just lays out the two paths perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way, logs as simple storage. It's just unstructured text, it's a nightmare to query, and it forces you into this reactive forensic mode. But on the right, that's where we want to be, logs as intelligence. We're talking structured, context-rich events that are instantly queryable and let you do proactive investigation. The difference is, well, it's night and day. So how do we actually get there? Well, we have to be deliberate about it. This isn't about going out and buying some fancier, more expensive tool. It's about making a fundamental architectural choice. A choice to design a system that produces answers, not just endless streams of data. And here it is. Here's the blueprint. It really comes down to 3 incredibly powerful principles. First, stop logging plain text. Just stop. Enforce structured JSON everywhere. Second, and honestly, this is the real game changer, inject a unique correlation ID into every single request. And third, start treating each log line not as a simple string, but as a rich, meaningful event. Let's zoom in on that correlation ID for a moment because it is so important. Imagine a single user clicks a button, and that click touches 5 different microservices. Without a correlation ID, what do you have? 5 completely disconnected log entries in 5 different places. But with it, you have one single thread you can pull to see the entire end-to-end journey of that request. It is without a doubt the single most powerful tool for debugging distributed systems. Okay, let's hit rewind. We're back at 3 a.m. The site is failing. But this time we have our new intelligently architected logging system. The entire dynamic just shifts from pure panic to calm, collected precision. The alert is the same. The symptom is the same. A huge spike in 500-level errors. But our approach? It's completely different. We are not guessing anymore. We're going to ask a very precise question. Because our logs are structured, beautiful JSON, we can run a query that looks something like this. It's simple, right? It almost looks like SQL. We're just asking our logging system, hey, of all the requests that failed with a 500 error, can you group them by the API path they were trying to hit? Trying to do this with unstructured text would be, well, impossible. And boom, there's the answer. It comes back in seconds, not hours. This chart immediately tells us the whole story. This is not a system-wide failure. The user and auth services, they're basically fine. The problem is overwhelmingly concentrated in one place, the payment endpoint. We just went from the site is down to the payment API is the problem in a single query. That's the power. Now, the crucial thing to realize is that this kind of intelligence isn't just for emergencies. This is the foundation for moving from that reactive firefighting
to proactive monitoring. So let's look at how you can turn this into a real-world dashboard with, say, 5 key metrics. So here are 5 metrics you could build like today, straight from your logs. You can track error rates per API path, just like we did in our example. You can calculate P99 latency to hunt down slow services. You can monitor failed logins grouped by IP to spot a potential attack. You can, of course, search by correlation ID to trace a specific user's journey. You can even find brand new error signatures you've never seen before. Each one of these answers a critical business question.
This quote from Carly Fiorina really just captures the entire philosophy here. We are drowning in data, but raw data is useless in a crisis. The whole point of architecting for intelligence is to design a system that automatically turns that raw data into information, and that empowers you, the engineer, to instantly turn that information into the insight you need to solve the problem. So I'll leave you with this question to think about for your own systems. Are your logs just a backward-looking archive, a dusty record of what has already happened, or are they a forward-looking engine, a tool that provides the intelligence you need to build a more resilient, more understandable future? The choice, really, is yours to architect.